No,
Good stuff.
All right.
Oh yeah.
you can't. You
All right,
can't
all right.
slander me like that in a.
Or, dude,
place.
order. I demand order. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the official Fangame podcast, episode 12, I think. We got with us today. We got game making behemoths. My stream is going to dog shit land. It might look like ass. It is what it is. Just blame Brazil, dude. But yeah, we got here PlasmaNapkin and we got Gwiz609, also known as Gwiz. Both insanely talented game makers, I feel like, in the community. Huge. How are you guys doing today?
Well,
I'm pretty
still
stressed.
eating. I'm doing well though.
Gwiz609
I'm
is
pretty
eating.
stressed, but otherwise good.
Yeah, Gwiz609 is eating pizza as we speak, and Plasma, from what I've heard, is pretty stressed out. I hope this isn't like fucking him up in any way, but
It's okay. It'll only fuck me up a little bit.
It's fine. He's done like a fucking exhibition or some shit before.
it's fine. Well, we'll try to make this podcast actually like 2 hours instead of like 5 fucking hours, because I do have to go as well, so it is a good
Yeah.
trade-off. Alright, but yeah, welcome to the podcast. How do we start this off? Oh yeah, right, Plasma. We
Yes.
we wanted you to be in this podcast like fucking last season, like I think like 2019, and then like we haven't done that until like just now. Is that like 2 fucking
Yeah.
years, 2 or 3 years? Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't me,
We're
by
like,
the way.
"Max,
It was
let's
you.
get you in, and then you never mention it again.
It wasn't me though. I swear to God, it wasn't me. If it
No,
was
no, it
me,
was
then
you.
Okay, you're trolling now. No,
No,
shot.
it was definitely you.
Well, if that's
I
the case-
remember.
No, I don't know, dude.
It's okay.
It's okay. But yeah,
You know, now that it took a bit more time, I've become a much more mature person. You know, I'm just more suitable for the podcast at this point
you
in
told me
time.
you. I feel like you were pretty fucking mature back then.
I'm joking.
Oh my
Maybe.
fucking God, dude.
Yeah, he's only gotten worse since KO got in his
Yeah,
life.
that's probably true.
Plasma, I swear to
It's a
fucking God.
mess.
If you keep joking, then I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna lose it, dude.
All right, no more jokes ever again.
No more jokes.
I'm joking. Alright.
All right. First topic. How did you get to Fangames? And what is it about Fangames that made you interested as opposed to other games and other communities, etc.? What got you into Fangames?
All right. Gabus, do you want to start or should I?
I still have a little bite left, so
All right, you finish your food.
Okay.
I don't know. My interest in game making and stuff like that has been pretty much ancient. Since I was a little kid, I would always draw like levels and design levels for fictional games, just drawing them on paper. I wouldn't ever do anything
been
with
there.
them, but I would imagine them being played. And I'd make like treasure hunts and all kinds of stuff like that for my parents or my friends who came over, and quizzes and all that kind of stuff. And then one day I was on Speedruns Live, I think.
Oh
I'd
shit.
already played I Want to Be the Guy when I was like 12. And I saw 10 shots speedrunning.
Oh.
So I watched him, and that's how I like initially got into seeing fan games and all that. And then I watched Witwix play Boshi.
Okay.
Also on Speedruns Live, and I watched that for a while. And then I saw Para in the guy directory and hung out there for a while. And so I was like, I want to try this out. And I searched for fan games, and the first fan game I found that was just freshly released on the forums
Oh baby.
that I instantly downloaded was K3.
No, you're trolling. No shot.
No,
Are you
I'm
actually?
serious.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. So K3 was freshly released, and I downloaded it, and I played it, and it took me 3,500 deaths to get past the first screen.
Oh my lord.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel Plasma. I feel like you were the kind of kid who really liked Mario. Cause like I'm honestly like on the same boat as you did. Like I did
didn't
like
have
the
much-
fucking design and shit.
chances to play Mario, honestly, because I didn't have a console besides a Game Boy as a child.
Okay.
I loved Metroid and Zelda on it though.
Yeah, my experience was fucking making Mario levels in my fucking laptop when I was like young as shit. Like
Doing the
literally.
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew nothing about that. But then I watched Para stream and I was like, I want to do this. I want to make games. You know, this is what I've always wanted. I love. Like, I tried with other stuff and I never really got into it. So I'm definitely gonna give this a shot. So I downloaded GameMaker, and the first thing I did was I read the entire GameMaker documentation.
No.
Oh, shots.
Literally every single function that GameMaker provides, I read everything.
Right off the bat?
Yeah, that's the first thing I did.
Before even like messing around with the rooms or like sprite editing or
That is crazy.
Yeah, pretty much.
That
I
is
think,
actually insane.
I think I also looked at Clayton's tutorial before that, but then before I actually made anything, I read everything.
oh my god.
It actually sounds like it's a good strat, but it just sounds so much work.
I mean,
It's a lot
a
more
good strat
work
for the
now.
coding.
It's a lot more work now because the newer GameMaker versions have a lot more to them, I feel like. GameMaker 8 didn't have quite as much. But yeah. And then I made my first game and I had no idea what I was making, so I made Trash Needle.
Not bad.
Yes.
But like I didn't know any of the name jumps or anything. I hadn't even really seen them before anyway. But my first screen ended up with I think 2 task ledges, an F jump and a diamond
K3, bro.
and a drop gate. I mean, among other stuff, but and the second screen ended up with a V-align dependent jump that was frame perfect and like.
And this was
spots or
all in
something.
GameMaker, right? Because like RMJ existed back then.
No, this was GameMaker.
Okay, yeah.
But I thought back then, like everyone else is so good at these games. What I'm making right now is absolutely free for them. Only I'm so bad that I'm struggling with them, but everyone else could just do this no problem.
I thought the same thing with Kills in Air too, and look where that landed me, bro. Look where that landed me.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
And
classic.
that's how I got into it, basically, though.
That's fucking
From
sick.
then on,
I'm
I
actually,
only got worse.
I'm actually curious about something. You mentioned that you got into Speedruns Live. How the fuck did you get in there in the first place? Because like that shit is obscure, dude. I feel like.
But Speedruns Live?
Yeah.
No, Speedruns Live used to be bigger than it is.
Well, yeah, I know, but like back then, like how did you get there in the first place?
I don't know. I watched some speedruns and I was like, oh, they happen live here. I don't know where it was linked.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I don't remember.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was basically like all the leaderboards were being started off from Speedruns Live. Like they would do a bunch of races as well of a bunch of games, and they had their own community kind of thing going on.
Yeah, there was like on Speedruns Live. There's a lot of Boshi races. There were like Boshi races every week or some shit. It's like crazy.
Oh yeah. After I gave up on screen 5 of K3, I was like, yeah, I gotta play something easier. So I downloaded Boshi and I beat that.
Great choice.
I got to I think World 7. I always forget the number. World 7 is the one with the F-Zero race car, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I soft locked there.
Nice.
I feel like we all soft locked there.
I soft locked with the race car. Like I shot the save as I got into the race car, and it pushed me over the spikes. So I always respond over the spikes.
Oh.
So I went into streams asking for help. And they were all like, "Nope, nothing can be done. You're fucked. You have to replay the game." And no one helped me, so I replayed the entire game.
Wow.
I was devastated. But yeah. After I was done with Boshi, I tried Sunspike and I got to the boss with 44,000 deaths.
Jesus.
Good times.
Yeah, everyone.
Did you actually beat it
then?
No, I never beat the boss.
Sunspike was really big back in the day.
I feel like Plasma would definitely know life for Sunspike. He would be the type of guy. Sunspike is like 20 I feel like it's 2013, right? It's like 2013.
Yeah, 2013,
I-
2014.
I thought it was a lot newer. I don't know
No,
why.
it was
No,
used
sounds
in
like
K3s. So
Yeah, K3 is late 2013, so
Oh
it's
yeah,
before then.
true.
yeah, it's
yeah, true.
quite
Fuck.
before that. And I remember people like Volsk and Electric running it back in the day.
Oh my
Even
god.
on Fangame Marathon too.
Oh my god. The fucking those speedruns were really good content, bro. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Sunspike runs?
yeah.
Yeah, when like Yo-Yo and Electric ran it, that shit was content, dude.
Yeah. I don't think I ever caught any, actually.
Bruh.
Yeah, cause
Maybe,
like,
like, one or two.
at the end of the day, like those runs either went like really poorly or it didn't matter. Like every time you watch one of those runs, they're just like always like ranting about something, like in real life.
Yeah.
That's why it's content. Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
it's really good.
Alright. I'm
You
done.
done with your food?
All right.
Yeah.
What's your side of the story, Gwiz?
It's gonna sound pretty familiar. I also, like, since I was a little boy, I dreamed about making games, and I just never really got into it until one day I watched, like, I don't know how I got into speedruns live, but in there I
Shit.
found like Denferok running K2, I think, some like early 2014. And then I also started watching like Pergus daily, and then I saw like an announcement on the forums, the Kane forums, I think. Yo Sniper was hosting a fan game contest,
Oh, shit.
Oh baby.
and that was the catalyst for me to start making games, and I started making stuff. I didn't read the whole Game Maker manual. I actually didn't really read anything, but like I realized that I could actually like make games now, and like it's been one of my most like beloved hobbies ever since.
Yeah, really nice. Your first fan game was like the trap game, right? With like fucking that Para played like on stream. Or
Yeah,
whatever?
well, it had some traps, but it's like mostly like just adventure.
Okay.
That game never sadly like got finished, and I don't think it ever will. I've moved on to other things now.
Which game?
I
What
wanna
was
be the
that?
gay wizard.
Oh, right.
Oh, I thought
Yeah, the
Gay
one with the
Lizard
fucking,
was your first one.
No. The one with like the fucking the what's it called? The Pokemon motherfucker.
Yeah, and it had
Yeah.
Ganja Man.
Yeah. That one was a fucking good one, dude. Those clips, dude, is like fucking what made me like how do I say this? Like it just screams the gay wizard to me now. Whenever I see something like that, like really good.
Yeah. I wish I finished that game back then, but I don't think I have the time for it now.
That was the one with the penalty room and the F jumps, right?
No, that's Gay Lizard. I'm talking about the other game, Gay Wizard.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
okay.
quite different games.
Maybe I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gay Lizard actually got finished, and you can go download it from Delphoot right now.
Absolutely
it's
true.
amazing game. It's actual classic.
Oh, I think I was confused because Gay Wizard says it released in 2019.
What?
Oh no, hell no.
Oh,
That's some
it
They don't
fucking
say,
Delphi
they don't
shit.
say that. Yeah, it says January 2nd, 2019.
But yeah, anyways, Gay Wizard, you were like it seemed like you were already very interested into the trap genre, and it seemed like you were doing really well with that. Where'd you get your juicy inspiration for that, bro?
I don't know. I just really like the
It just came to mind.
like from the time I first played I Wanna Be the Guy. I always like admired the idea of like the game just throwing shit at you, like unfair stuff, like Like, this is not how games are supposed to work. I like that stuff.
Dude, I just fucking remembered of the ganja man shit, dude. I completely forgot about that until now, dude. The fucking ganja man shit, dude.
It's
shit is
actually
golden.
legendary.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, fucking in Gay Lizard, I think the first time it occurred was in Gay Lizard.
Yeah.
There was like a penalty room where like every few seconds your controls get reversed or some shit in like a maze. It was like really fucking good.
Yeah, and the maze had like actual fucking optical illusion visuals.
Oh yeah,
It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
you would
The
find
green
that
and
in
blue
Sudoku.
circles?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so stupid.
That shit
Oh,
was
I
fucking
see it.
legendary.
Oh my god.
Yeah, imagine playing that, Anush.
Yeah. That's
It is
that's-
content.
You should
It is
play it.
content. It's a really
Yeah,
good
I
game.
should actually replace one of the challenge games
Ah.
with that one.
I'll bookmark it. But it
It's a
looks
medley
interesting.
pick for sure.
All right, now that we've
And then you made Eclipse, and the world
Oh
changed.
wow. I'm kind of looking
baby.
at the screen and
Did
it's fucking with my eyes.
Oh, dude, Eclipse is gonna be a whole fucking topic, dude. I'll tell you that, dude.
Eclipse
It's
is
gonna
still
be a
my
whole
favorite
topic.
fan game.
Plasma
I could gush about
here.
it for hours.
When I mentioned to Plasma that you're gonna be his buddy in the podcast, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fucking jizz all over this shit, dude."
That's not my choice of words.
Okay, but it's
That's
essentially the
Plasma
same
napkin.
shit, Plasma. It's essentially the same shit.
It's the most
Please-
plasma napkin sentence
do
I've
not-
ever heard.
Do not put words into my mouth.
I think Eclipse is my favorite fan game. That's not Boshi as well. Because obviously.
You say
mean, you
that
gotta-
about every
I'm
fan game.
disappointed that you had to clarify that.
No. I can. Eclipse is the one I've highest rated in my Delphi.
Yeah,
profile.
but you did that because I told you it has Donkey Kong on it.
Yeah, it was. I like Donkey Kong. What do you want? What do you want? I like Donkey Kong.
Well, who
That's
doesn't
good,
like
dude.
Donkey Kong?
Exactly.
Eclipse?
Exactly.
Eclipse has just so much character as its own game. It feels so unique and so such a fully realized vision. It's amazing. I don't know.
It's a beautiful game, for sure.
Shit, sorry, I'm focusing on other shit.
And I'm kind of feeling that balloons is gonna be somewhere next to that kind of description, Plasma.
What's
I mean, balloons doesn't have all original art and everything, so it's gonna feel different.
Oh yeah, true.
but-
Eclipse has original art. I forgot about that, and original music.
And even original music.
Yeah.
is
I
true.
forgot about that.
It's a good fucking game, dude.
Which actually leads me to a topic here. How do you guys fucking wait? Hold on. Let me see how this is framed.
Mustard the
Wait, Nate.
What's up?
Plasma said his favorite game, so surely we should ask Gwiz609's favorite game first. and
Oh
then we
yeah,
can be
true.
Oh, yeah, true.
Well, what's your favorite fan game for news, bro? Okay, because the news really wants to
Well, it's not even
Okay.
like it. It's just games that have influenced your style as well, not just favorite games. Because it's kind of hard to just pick one.
yeah.
You can pick one, yeah.
I gotta go with Kill the Guy.
That's a
Oh,
good choice. And that's a beautiful
Good game. Good game.
Yeah.
All right, time to open my baggage.
Oh,
I've never played Kill the
no.
Guy.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
wow,
What
my
the hell?
God.
Plasma, I'm gonna be real,
You're
right?
in
I'm gonna be
trouble.
real. I'm gonna be real. Since
Yeah.
I thought you were like a game maker nerd, I thought at least this is what I've heard from like most game maker turds, is that they play Kill the Guy and they look through the editor and they go like, holy shit, this is actually pretty cool. But they don't end up making anything. They just make like a few fucking jumps and shit like that. But just the fact that there's an editor is like fucking kind of fucking sick, dude. And then
Yeah,
there's
honestly,
also-
it's pretty sick.
Geezer made
other-
RMJ, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure
There's
he
also-
transferred a lot of assets between those two.
They get with it?
Yeah, there's also more games I wanna like give props to. Which one of is I Don't Wanna Be Anything.
Oh my god.
Oh,
True.
It
yeah.
really
Yes.
inspired me. And maybe also I Wanna Be the Fan Game.
Yeah, those are all
There's-
very unique games. Very, very unique.
Yeah,
Wait, don't want to be anything 1 or 2? I don't.
one.
thought 1 was.
I
Oh, really?
I started making games before 2 came
It was
out.
out.
Yeah, the oldies really appreciate Don't Want to Be Anything one. It's true. It's actually true.
I've never seen much of that game, or anything really.
Well,
That's strange, Anush, because
Keep it that way and then play it.
yeah.
it,
It is an
At least the
experience.
second one.
It is an experience. Yeah, it is an
like
experience.
to me, it feels pretty close to Bashi, and also to some like
Really?
old Japanese
It
adventure
kind of
games.
is.
Because I can see a
Well,
lot of I Want to Be the Galaxy, for example, and also I Want to Be the Fangame or Bashi, and Don't Want to Be Anything. Things
Well, I've seen
mix
two.
those two different things very well.
Yeah, I think I'm a fan of Xanto because he likes using Donkey Kong bees.
Okay.
That is fair.
Oh yeah, dude, true. Fucking Find My Destiny. I'm sure that was a poggers for you guys as well. I assume.
Oh, it's a beautiful game.
It is really
Yeah.
fucking polished. I'm still surprised by how fucking really good it looks.
I like that game. I haven't beat it, but I like that game.
I
There's
don't like the
one.
bosses much, but like everything else is amazing.
There's one part I think some people might like draw connections to in that game and Eclipse.
Like the fucking boss arenas and shit like that, dude. I feel like that's it.
Yeah, there's like one like well you know someone's gonna know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I'm not sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
well
Oh my god, Plasma, you blew it.
I'm sorry.
there's a lot of comparisons being drawn between the final towers sort of areas.
Is there?
Yeah, like there's
Hmm.
like a similar like kind of elevator gimmick and the same music.
Oh, right,
elevator.
I guess,
Shit,
yeah.
Oh,
sick.
yeah.
And the fucking Castlevania music in Find My Destiny. That song is fucking amazing, by the way. The one with, like the fucking rock cover or whatever the fuck. That shit is like a highlight
yeah.
to me in Find My Destiny. The final stage, like in general, like that shit is real. Like that shit is like pristine for an adventure game.
Yeah, it's pretty memorable. So
The entire game is so well produced.
It's fucking crazy too, dude.
and then there's also like the final boss, the final phase.
Oh baby, dude. Yeah, it's just
That's just Fangame history right there.
yeah.
Is it? The final phase?
I think it's very classic.
Yeah.
Right?
What?
I think the first phase of the final boss is like way cooler, but
That is what are you saying? Jesus Christ.
I don't know. But what I don't like so much about the bosses in Destiny is that they're all completely on rails. It's like there's no RNG at all. For like all of them.
Really?
So it's like you do exactly the same thing every time you fight them and you don't have to react to anything, which I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah, that is true, but like the music and the fucking shit just carries, I feel like.
Yeah, everything else is awesome. It's just not my type of boss.
True.
My favorite
Yeah, some-
bosses are Justice Guy, so you see the difference.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess to come back to Eclipse and other games you guys have made, how'd you guys fucking muster the energy to continue such big projects like that? Because like honestly, dude, every time I start like Needle Game is not even fucking close, dude. Let's be real. Let's be fucking real, dude. Making Needle is like not that close to the big ass adventure games.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
me making
Yeah.
a Nito game is not nearly the same amount of effort and work as Plasma has put into building.
Yeah,
this
so
world.
how do you guys do it, dude? Like for Eclipse, for example, like how the fuck, dude? Like original art, dude, original music. I think you started the project like 5 or 6 years ago or some shit. It's like long.
Yeah, more than 5. It took like 3.5 years to make, and
That's crazy.
it's just like I wasn't like doing it from 8 to 4 every day. Just like kept like doing things while I lived my life.
Yeah, whenever you feel
Uh,
like
the
it, yeah.
The only stressful parts were at the end where I was trying to like
Do the release date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had to like, and you always like leave instinctively. You leave the worst parts for the last because you're like, I don't want to do that now. I'll do this fun part first, and then you're gonna just do all the boring stuff like like last, and it was pretty bad at the end.
Yeah. Oh, menu making is the worst. Nothing even compares to making menus. It's so boring.
Yeah, I heard the same thing, Plasma, from V. And
Yeah.
like she
Yeah,
offered
yeah.
herself to do that for Alpha Zetica and some other projects.
That is so selfless.
It
Respect.
it's very appreciated because it's really annoying to do that.
But I mean, how do I do it? It's, I just enjoy it. I get the urge to work on it, and then I work on it. For the most part, I'm just having fun. I don't have to force myself to do anything.
Yeah,
Except...
I felt like that's kind of your superpower in the community. Is that like a lot of people, they like really like the finished product, right? And so they make stuff because they want to create something. Whereas, as I understand it, you just enjoy the actual act of game making.
Yeah.
The problem
Yeah,
with me, I do enjoy game making a lot, and I do enjoy like the programming aspects of it. But like the problem for me for starting like big ass project, it's just literally just starting in the first place. Cause like after I started, like then the ball is rolling. And then I'm like, dude, I gotta finish this project, dude. I gotta finish it.
Yeah.
I assume that's how you feel like Plasma.
The few times I suffered during game making was mostly when I was working on the Metroid area in Finding. But
we can talk about that.
I mean, I was going hard for that because I knew there was a deadline, and I made like the entire map for it for the like as a Metroid area. I was like, I want to make a map for it that actually feels like a Metroidvania. So I spent like 10-11 hours just designing the room layout with like all the paths you would be able to take through it.
Oh my god.
And after that, I started filling out the rooms, and I don't remember how many rooms it's actually in the end, but it's a shit ton.
Yeah, it's a big fucking stage, dude. I think it's like the biggest stage in the fucking game. Like,
oh yeah, by far.
It's for sure the biggest stage of all the marathon games.
Yeah, it might be.
And what ended up taking probably a majority of the time was just tiling.
True.
The Metroid area is tiling hell. I probably spent 200 to 300 hours just tiling that thing.
There's no shot. I know that it looks ass. It looks ass.
That is the wrong choice of words. Thank you, Nader.
No, but it does look ass though. Like tiling
What
that
do you
shit.
mean it looks ass? It looks fucking amazing.
As in to do it, I'm pretty sure.
No, to do it, dude. What the fuck, dude? Plasma, I'm not gonna shit talk your shit, bro.
I know. That's why I was like wrong choice of words, Nader.
Okay, true.
I thought maybe the youth of today has turned that looks ass into that looks good, but
nah. I watch XQC, dude. You should know better.
That was a crazy world that happened.
Yeah.
No, but I really want to say, Plasma, it was worth it because I love good tiling.
I do too.
That's just me.
I do too.
But yeah, Metroid ended up burning me out because I worked on an average about 10 hours per day on it while going to uni and working. So like on some days I work on it 16, 17 hours. I just in the end I was so done with everything. When I placed that last tile, the relief was wonderful.
But yeah,
at that time I hadn't even made the boss yet.
Yeah, Gwiz?
Oh.
I just wanted to say you're right about the starting part, Nader. I really haven't like managed to really get anything like rolling ever since.
Yeah.
It is tough, and I gotta say it did burn me out at the end.
Yeah, cause
I have
yeah.
I have so many ideas I want to work on and I want to start on, but I can't because it would be way too much work to work on all of those. I just gotta pick my battles. I gotta work on balloons now, and then when balloons is done, I don't know what I'll pick
All right,
next.
Plasma. Here's the question of the year. How do you start a project? How do you do it? I know, just open Game Maker, but like, how do you do it, dude?
I mean, I already have like so many ideas written down for other projects that I could just like start making. That I don't know. I don't think I'd have trouble starting anything new.
Yeah, cause like for me, all I need to like start a project is like a motherfucker going like, okay, dude, deadline. There's a fucking deadline, and you gotta do it, dude. I'm like, okay, dude, and then I start it. It's like it just goes.
Well, we see how my deadline for balloons worked out.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that, or is that like fucked up, dude?
No, I can talk about that.
Okay.
But like,
let's talk about
at
it.
the time, it looked like we could genuinely finish balloons at the at that point, and then a bunch of real life stuff happened for me, and we ended up missing the deadline. And I was like, there's so much stuff in balloons that's extremely outdated. Like,
and then you felt like reworking on it.
Yeah, and we ended up cutting a bunch of stages, like completely just removing them from the game. Just, entirely deleted stages, a bunch of them. They're just gone now.
I really respect that.
Made entirely new stages instead that would actually be good enough. Because, holy shit, some of the old stuff was bad. Like a bunch of just gates and diagonals, needle with bland tiles. It was not great. But now I think it's all pretty up there. I'm proud of it. Very
yeah, I respect that a lot because like whenever there's a deadline, dude, I feel really pressured to fucking meet that deadline, like no matter what. So like honestly, dude, it's like really like a lot of respect to like fucking know when to like fucking back out from it and like figuring what to do with the project from there on out so that you don't disappoint people. But people like I don't think anyone ever gets disappointed by shit like that. Like realistically. It's only like the few weirdos.
Very few people.
Yeah.
Not no one, but very few. And the few people who actually make us think about it, it's like you're getting a free game, don't complain.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you feel entitled to us meeting the deadline, it's like
You should be
it's like the
thankful
same shit.
that there's people like Plasma in the community in the first place.
Yeah, it's like shit like I
people
want to
like
make her,
Gwiz.
dude. Like holy fuck, people get toxic over that. We can actually talk about it because you're a moderator in there, right? You're a moderator in the I want to make
or
community.
I want to make her, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you found some fucking edgelords and like some weirdos over the time, dude.
I mean, yeah, it's not that bad. I don't know, what's the worst about it? I don't know. Maybe the reports. A lot of levels get reported because
I know where you're going with this.
like people are like low quality. Like report a level just saying low quality, and it's in the weekly mix, stuff like that.
My
It's so
fucking
much.
god.
Bro.
Or people say too hard, too easy. What do you want us to do? You want us to remove every level you don't like?
Yeah, that's
The worst is when people start just swearing really badly in their reports, just like insulting the levels or something.
Jesus.
The people who report levels like that, I ban all of them.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Well, they
Deserved.
get like a 1-day ban at first because you're not gonna get a permaban forever for something like that. But
Oh man.
like, come on, man.
That is funny as shit. I swear I've heard like worse stories over there, dude. Like some fucking mean ass reports or some shit. Like some targeted shit. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I can't think of anything like that.
Well.
It's not that bad.
Okay,
I've
that's
heard
impressive,
both
man.
horror stories from like Delphi reports and I want to make her reports.
Oh, Delphi reports are bad.
Elfruit
dude.
is way worse.
Yeah,
It's-
definitely
yeah.
bad. That shit is not good.
And I'm pretty sure
But-
there's more of it as well.
the I Wanna Maker reports are like stupid, but they're not targeted harassment, I feel like. Mostly it's just from newer accounts who don't have too many clears, and then they just get really mad at some trap level or something, and they think if this gets reported, I'll get the level removed.
I just told.
I'll stick it to the maker for making me suffer through this. It's probably just like children who get mad at the game.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, I guess we can come back to the game making topics. I actually got a question for you, Plasma. Fucking actually not even like a question, just like a thing. Like fucking you read up on game maker documentation when you were like, you know, decently young, right? Like decently young.
No, I wasn't too young. How long ago was this?
6-7 years maybe.
2013. December 2013 was K3, right?
Yeah.
So like, wait, did I start game making before I played my first fan game or after? I don't remember. Let's say 2014, and now that was 7 years ago. So 7 years ago I was 21.
Damn, not bad.
I was not too young when I entered the community.
That is a rarity, I'll tell you that, dude.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I was 19 as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I was 19 when I entered the community as well.
I was.
Damn. Look at you guys
10.
with like fucking with like other shit to do. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right, sorry, I had to.
I think the other game I was playing at the time was Guild Wars 2.
Oh yeah, right. I don't think you guys answered this part of the question. How did you guys like you guys got into fan games, right? But like, why fan games, right? Like why fan games, man? Why'd you guys decide to know?
It was just easily accessible to make my own games with.
That's fair.
Yeah, I tried other stuff before, like, you know,
Mario,
just
say Mario.
like, no, I tried making like things from the ground up. But like when I get like presented with the engine and just like place some tiles in the room and some spikes and make a couple objects.
Yeah.
It was just like easy and people liked it, so I kept doing it.
My only experience beforehand was me trying to make my own engine from scratch. And
oh lord.
I kind of like gave up on that very quickly. So I had no idea Game Maker existed or anything. And so that I remember when I read Clayton's tutorial, I was like, oh my god, you can make something this easily? I was amazed. I was in wonder.
Oh my god, yeah.
I was so happy. So I was like, holy shit, I can actually make games.
Could you imagine if you actually finished the fucking shader section, dude? Oh my god.
Shader section?
Yeah, there was a shader section, but it never got finished. It was on
he always said it was like a work in progress.
I
mean, when I read that though, that was way before. That was before Studio One even came out, right? So no shaders.
Really? No. I feel like Clayton's thing came out like 2015 or some shit like that.
Yeah, but like I'm pretty sure he updated it for studio stuff. That's all.
Yeah, no, there was definitely already one when I joined.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There already was one.
Shit.
So would you guys say that the main reason you make fan games as opposed to other games is just because it's easier than like making other types of games?
I wouldn't say easier. At this point, I would say because there's a community I know I'm making it for.
Okay.
You know, and I love the fangame community.
Right.
So, if I wanted to make something entirely different, I'd be like, who is this for? And I'd probably have a lot less motivation to work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It definitely makes more
also
sense.
but also it was the thing that like got me in. It's like it would be easier to start making fan games than just start from like, you know, from scratch. Like
it'd be impossible.
Yeah.
I do remember back in the day I did also try to make an engine, dude. and like literally from scratch, like new project on Game Maker, like no objects, no anything. And then I realized,
in Game Maker, you mean?
Yeah. No, like not like fucking a full-fledged fucking shit ass, but yeah, like shit that like would compete with like fucking Yo Sniper engine, U2 engine. It's like, alright, dude, fuck, you know. But then I realized that after like fucking importing, you know, kid sprites and like fucking shit like that, I was like, yeah, no, I fucking hate importing. I'm out of here. Goodbye.
Oh yeah, right. That's what I'm gonna do after Balloons. I'm gonna release my Studio 2 engine.
Oh, baby!
Is that what you're doing? I didn't know you were doing a Studio 2 engine.
I mean, my Balloons engine is basically an entirely new engine at this point. Like, everything's overworked, so I might as well release it as an engine afterwards. I mean polish it and everything, because code is not too pretty right now. Remove all the needless stuff that not everyone needs, and then release it.
But what's the engine history for Balloons though? Because this is your own engine you're doing for the GMS2 version. But
okay, so like
you had to import it or something.
Yeah, Balloons was originally Game Maker 8, right? And I think I don't even know what engine it was in. It's like a weird mix of Necron and some other stuff, I think. Like Necron but fixed.
Oh.
And then I ported it to Studio, and I merged it with Yo-Yo Engine. Okay. So like all the important stuff I replaced with Yo-Yo Engine. But then because some things in Balloons needed some of the old stuff, I like kind of merged it with that and made it work again. Right. And then I ported it to Studio 2. Where stuff broke again, and I reworked a bunch of like physics and everything once more. Okay. And then Studio 2.3 came out, and I reworked stuff one more time.
Okay, now here's the question. Here's the question though. Why port from like GM8 to GMS? I get, but GMS1 to GMS2, why?
Okay, several reasons. One, I was working on something, and GMS2 had the features I needed to be able to make it. GMS1 did not. Okay. So it's like, this gave me an excuse because, I mean, GMS2 is also better in terms of performance and compile times and all of that. And, you know, stability.
Yeah, Balloons is fucking huge, so I would imagine the compile times would be fucking crazy.
I mean, it's Studio 2 is fast. Studio 2 is really, really,
like compared to GMS1?
Fast. Yeah, especially since the patch where they improved compile times.
Wow.
Balloons compiles now in like, if you do VM compile and then a second VM compile, it's like, I don't know, 40 seconds or something?
What?
It could be your 10K PC, bro. It could be your trillionaire PC.
I do have a really good PC, yeah. And I have a fat i9 processor.
So, yeah, basically a supercomputer.
That's gotta help in some way.
Yeah, that probably helps a lot.
It probably helps a lot.
But yeah, still, before that, compile times were like 3 times as long. So, and I think a YYC compile takes like 3 minutes now.
Ew. Shit. You see, for like GMS1, all I know from compile times is that like music takes up like literally like 90% of it. Not 90% of the compile it would be.
Oh yeah, no, Studio 2 made it so if the music's in the right format already, it just doesn't have to do anything to it anymore.
Really nice. That was really nice.
Yeah.
I've heard, I've also...
compiled...
Yeah?
I once compiled Balloons on my laptop, just VM, and it took 40-something minutes. So.
Oh my god! Fucking hell, dude. I'd imagine that's what it would be in like Skull's computer, bro. That's what I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean my old laptop.
No
probably,
way.
But
my laptop is so shit.
Yeah, my current PC isn't that bad. It's just my internet that kind of sucks still. But how long do you think? Yeah, how long do you think in general it took that whole importing journey, Plasma?
Oh, the porting journey? Oh, yeah. Studio 1 took a long time. because I kept having to go back when I found new bugs, like variable not initialized here and there.
Oh,
Studio
true.
One was a process that took weeks, so probably, I don't know, 100 hours maybe.
Oh my god.
Sounds like
I
ass.
can't imagine 100 hours
Wait,
of just
what?
fixing engine bugs.
Wait, what? 100 hours of just porting it from engine to engine.
I believe it. I
Yeah.
believe it. It's GMS1
Yeah.
to GM8 to GMS1. It's like fucking
That's-
crazy.
I don't think that's too bad, honestly.
I don't either.
And
I don't either.
and Studio 2 was way faster. Because, you know, it's not broken anymore, you just replace a bunch of functions and stuff like that
Yeah.
with the newer versions. Like reworking the camera system and stuff like that, using Studio 2 cameras. But overall, I don't know, maybe like 50.
Not bad.
Oh my god.
That's not bad, I would say.
I mean, I can check how long I've worked on balloons since, I think, February? Since GameMaker Studio 2 tracks your time.
I do remember every time I've DM'd you, you were like, oh, I'm working on balloons. I do remember that.
Do you have the balloons project open right now, Plasma?
I'm opening it right now.
Oh,
I did not have it open because I was working for work, but
Okay, so while that happens, I'm actually very curious because Gateways, I think, is, from what I've seen, is starting on a project, I feel like, in GameMaker Studio 2. Is this true? Real? Really?
Yeah, it is true.
That is pretty
What are your
sick.
thoughts on GMS2 so far then? Gwiz.
It's good. I do like the image editor better in GMS1.
Oh, is it different? How different is it?
yeah. Studio
It
2
is-
image editor is shit.
Like really different? Like holy shit.
Yeah, it's like simple things like you can in GMS1 editor you can like pick with your brush you can pick whether you want to like blend things like add color like
Okay.
you know or you could like replace color
Mm.
and then you can't do that for some reason in GMS2 image editor.
What the fuck?
That's also like
That's
something
because I do use
that I didn't know that I really appreciate about Game Maker is that like you can just kind of throw your images in the image editor and it works. Like in Godot, for example, I think you need to just like have all your images like in a separate folder, so you kind of the importing process like when I want images in GameMaker, I just kind of make a new sprite and do whatever. But when I try to do the same in Godot, you know, suddenly I need to like actually get the image file and move it to a different folder and then import it in there. Like
Yeah.
it
That's so annoying.
like there's a lot of I think like I don't really know that much, but generally basically like a lot of kind of there's a lot of like proper file structure that makes sense when you're working on a big project.
Not bad.
But image editor in GameMaker is just kind of really casual about letting
something that I'm very curious about. Something that I'm very and then we'll go to Plasma's thing. Is the UI. The UI is like very fucking different from what I've seen in GMS2. What do you guys feel about it?
Oh yeah. It's kind of hard to get into at first, but overall it has some quirks that I don't like about it. Like working with layers can be a bit of a pain, especially tile layers.
Oh yeah. I've seen that.
Which I feel like tile layers, you should be able to have grid offsets on the same layer.
Yes.
But and even if GameMaker has to split it for compile, it should do it on compile and not make the user split it himself.
Okay.
But apart from that, I think overall it's a lot more functional. You know how in GameMaker Studio 1, or GameMaker 8 when you had to place an object in the room and you had like a really long list of objects. You had to scroll, like you had to open this place object window, and then you had to scroll forever. And you could only scroll with a little button, and then you had to hold it down to get to the object you wanted.
Yeah.
In Studio 2, you can just place it from the asset tree directly in the room.
Yeah, I see that, but then like how do you like once you do that you can just like keep placing it, I guess?
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
You can like drag to place a lot of one object from the asset tree.
From what I've seen, like in from tutorials and shit like that, like the coding, there's like a coding tree or something. I don't fucking know. It looks like a tree, like a fucking flowchart sort of.
Oh, like you don't really have to deal with that.
Oh, you don't have to deal with that. Yeah, it just looks weird.
But yeah, the time, by the way, is 1,332 hours since February.
Yeah, that's my Overwatch time.
I think with GMS2, there's a lot of like in GMS2 there are things that work the same, but like the buttons are elsewhere, right? And so you have to figure out what you wanna press to, but it's still the GMS1 kind of mindset. And then there are things that work differently. Getting used to creating instances on layers, it just takes time.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, at this point, I far prefer Studio 2 over Studio 1.
Yeah, is it because of the functions, or is it because of the?
The functions are huge. Oh, I want functions.
I've seen there's a lot of good fucking functions, dude, that JMS1 doesn't have.
Yeah, there's functionality, all the new programming language stuff that Studio 2 has.
Oh, I could nerd
is
all
so
over
much
that.
better. It's so much better.
Triggers are basically trivialized by being able to just like define functions, for example.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though, Plasma. I think like GMS2 wise, the community isn't really all that well versed in it yet. I think people really want a tutorial or some kind of thing for it.
True. Oh my god.
I did see that in OFR, Utah gave us his way around GMS2. So, are you thinking about a potential tutorial?
Oh yeah, I actually started recording a tutorial for GameMaker Studio 2 several times, but I never was happy with it.
Oh man.
Also, at one point I wanted to do like a GameMaker Studio 2 course where I'd prepare like homework and assignments and everything for beforehand, but that's a lot of work, and I'll finish Balloons first.
That is pretty interesting.
So getting onto Balloons now. How's Balloons going?
There it is.
There it is. Elephant in the room.
Right now, it's not going anywhere because I'm super stressed with real life work. After that, it's gonna go again. I had a really productive time before real life work ramped up. It's probably why I have to catch up so much right now with real life work.
Yeah, well.
But it's going. The last thing I was working on that I made a lot of progress in, I mean, this isn't really gonna spoil anything. I was working on the credits.
Right.
Oh, nice.
I don't know how much I've been working on the credits so far. Maybe like 30 hours or something. I don't know. But
wait. Is it like normal for a credit scene to take that long, or
No.
am I just
No?
Okay.
no, CN3 credits took me like, I don't know, 1 to 2 hours to make, maybe.
Okay. I was, you scared me for a second, but it's just.
No, Noosh, you don't have to put 30 hours into making credits. Don't worry about it.
Good.
Your Neil game will be just fine without that.
True. I agree.
Good.
Credit is not required.
I want to do that.
Actually, I'm not even sure, Anuj, how much do you even know about Balloons? Because you're fairly new into the community, and you've only really heard tales and legends about it.
Yeah, I've just seen that one trailer, and I've just heard what Plasma said today, and that's like it. Just those two things.
So you have no idea.
I have no idea.
Do you want more backstory?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good. Just in case people aren't, they just don't know about balloons, and how
Yeah.
would you describe balloons, Plasma?
Let me give you a little history of balloons. So, a long time ago, Hideo wanted to make a grand game, like a really, really massive game that would rival K3. That was his goal, pretty much, to make an epic journey of a game. And so Hideo made a massive, massive game. He already 2013. He already made so many stages. It was huge. Some people tested parts of it on stream, like Para and Fate and Sunblah, and it got put into medleys already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, C2 has some balloons in it. I don't know what else does. I think another one. And Hideo was looking for people to make bosses because his programming and boss making and so on wasn't that good, even if his needle making was. And so he asked me in a Twitch chat at some point if I wanted to join. I was like, sure.
Did he ask you in a random Twitch chat?
I think it was in Paris chat, Paris Twitch.
That
chat.
is fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
I think he saw my progress without purpose boss, and he was like, "Can you make a boss for balloons?" And I made a boss for balloons. It took like a long ass time, and I helped him here and there a bit with the game. But then I was done with the boss and I didn't do anything for a while, and he hadn't done anything on the game for a long time. Like, there was this massive game that was like far from being finished, but there were already so many stages, so much content, bosses, everything, and it was just sitting there and no one was working on it. And after like a year after I finished making the boss, I hadn't worked on it at all this time. I was like, we should get back to actually finishing balloons. So I started working on it again, and that's a few years ago, and that's pretty much it. Am I forgetting any important lore?
Have we talked about the screen in C2?
Oh, I mentioned that there was...
Okay.
Yeah, it's already... Oh yeah, also, there's a tile set in it, from it, I think in CN2, that got super popular for JTool, so you constantly see a balloons tile set in the JTool channel now.
Is that the tile set that I used in my game?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It is a good tile set, though. I won't lie.
It's nice.
It's a
It's
very
very
good
nice.
tile
Yeah.
And the background is really nice as well.
I enhanced it a little bit since, too.
Damn.
There was a announcement post on the IWC forums, which has like actually quite a decent amount of information. Like, I think it has the planned amount of stages, which was like, what was it, 27?
A lot has changed.
Yeah, and even in the announcement post, Hideo talks about wanting
I think
someone to make bosses.
I think that was just his plans for the game, like ages ago.
There are screenshots, so like something was already made, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like screenshots from 8 different stages. No, 7.
All right. That was ancient though. Probably.
And yeah, that's 2014.
Yeah, they're all like very ancient.
Yeah, I think I actually did look at like these screenshots, and then some of them appear again in the trailer.
Can you DM the post to me for a second?
I'll send it.
I want to see how ancient this is.
I sent it in the Twitch chat.
It's gotta be everything like a
Discord.
deleted stage, dude. It's gotta be that bad.
I wonder, have you talked about the piece of cheese stream, bro?
Ancient.
What?
The
like,
what?
Like Pieces fucking test stream, bro. I think he's done that, right? Like a test stream?
Yeah, he has. They're more recent, basically.
Oh yeah, Peace was our main tester for a while, and then he quit.
Damn, why? Is it because the fucking project's too big?
No, I think he got to a really hard screen and he just didn't want to play anymore.
Ah, well. Unlucky.
Goddamn.
Foreshadowing.
But Anuj also mentioned, in case people don't know, he's working on the game.
Oh, dude, we can go there. But first, I do want to ask Gay Wizard. Now that we've actually like fucking talked about balloons, right? Like the fucking like the big fucking topic, right? Do you have like anything in store, bro, for like for the future, bro?
Yeah, I do. Not in very near future, but I'll say
Watch it be Eclipse,
like,
too, bro.
no. It's. I don't want to go too much into it.
Sure.
But I'd say like within like a couple years. If I don't die, you'll hear from me again.
Holy shit!
That's your future plans?
You fucking heard it here first, ladies and
That was a
gentlemen.
good answer.
If he doesn't die, it's all fine.
Genius.
So,
Yeah,
do
fucking
either of you have plans to make anything that's like a non-fan game in the future?
Well,
Good
yeah,
question.
that's it. Pretty much what I'm working
okay.
on right now.
Okay.
Oh shit, that's fucking
That's
sick,
sick.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
that's gonna be huge.
Okay, cause like you, cause Gay Wizard, you're like a fucking. You do this for a hobby, right? Like this isn't. Like your
Well,
actual
sort
job.
of. I do think it would be nice if I could make some money with like game making because
Right.
I do like game making, but we'll see about that. I'm still like in university. In case it doesn't work out, then I need to like just get a job.
That's really
But-
nice.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick, though. I didn't know you were making something.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Yeah, that's fucking sick. Wait, what about you, Plasma?
I mean, I have plans for other games. Getting there will be hard. I mean, it would be a major commitment.
True.
But I mean, I have a lot of stuff written down, like just ideas for 2 other games that are non-fan games that I would like to make. But I mean, that is so far in the future. I don't know. Anything I say now would probably just not be true anymore. So
I feel like you're the kind of guy, Plasma, to like make some 3D shit. Like some 3D again.
Plasma is
I
actually a secret maker in Overwatch too.
God,
Holy shit.
no, I love platformers too much. Like pretty much all my favorite games are side scrollers.
Yeah, but make a fucking Lucio game, dude. I don't fucking know. Like fucking wall riding.
Lucio ball game.
I don't think that works very well in 2D though.
Man, you could probably figure something out.
When I make a platforming game, it would most certainly have more physics in it though than fan games.
That is pretty cute.
Like, I did start making a fan game engine with Clayson and Unity a long time ago, that we never got around to finishing it. And it had stuff like I tried to add a bunch of Halo trick jumping techniques into the fan game engine. So you could do stuff like fall onto a slope with a kid and jump off right away, and you'd go faster horizontally and stuff like that.
Cute. Very cute.
Oh my god.
Like stuff like that makes me so happy as a player. It's so satisfying. So I have more of that.
That is pretty sick. All right. Well, anyways, I guess we should go on to our next topic that we kind of alluded to earlier.
Yeah.
That Anuj. Yeah, you go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So Anuj, you're having a new game. All right.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
You wanna talk a little bit?
What's Plasma laughing about?
I just looked at the
The screenshot.
For those on stream. Oh wait.
Can you pull it up,
linked it in the
Nader?
chat.
Yeah, I pulled it up.
Yeah. It looks
Fucking
like a
Wask,
shitty
dude.
catharsis.
Oh my god. Fucking Wask.
Yeah,
Classic,
fucking-
classic walls. But Anush has a new game, and Plasma, you did. Do you have any tips you want to give to Anush? You have any?
Well, everyone. Gwiz as well. I mean,
yeah,
everyone.
Gwiz as well. If you guys have any tips on new makers in general in the community, or
tips
what they
to
should
new
focus
makers?
on, yeah, for
Mm,
game making and stuff they should keep an eye out for, etc.
that is a very difficult question. I mean, I don't know if my path to game making is the optimal one for everyone, because I already knew some programming, so reading the entire documentation is probably not what you want to do.
Yeah.
That would be my
I-
first tip.
I guess my biggest tip would be that everything you do is gonna be easier for you than it's gonna be for everyone else. You're always gonna underestimate the difficulty for the stuff that you make.
I'm gonna underestimate.
Also, just make stuff. Don't worry about how good it's gonna be off the bat, and be like, oh, this isn't gonna be good enough. I'll never be able to make a good game. What you can do is just you make something, like make whatever comes to mind, whatever you're feeling good about, and then when you play it and you don't like it enough, you can just go back and improve it and improve it and improve it and improve it, and that way you'll learn more and more about what makes a game good in your eyes, and you'll just naturally improve and end up with something that you're actually happy with. If you never start because you think you're not going to be good enough, you're never going to get there, and it's possible for everyone to make something that's actually good. You just have to you just have to keep looking at it and thinking, how can I improve it? And then you just make it better.
I gotta add to that. That mentality, it'll make your games take a long time to finish. I've had that too.
Yeah.
And at some point you also gotta
Yeah.
you gotta say that, okay, this is good enough. I need to move on.
Oh, for sure. I'm not saying polish things to death. No, you should not do that. But especially when you're starting out, you will make a lot of mistakes. Everyone does. I did. Gwiz did. I can't think of any game maker who just started out perfectly. So
I agree.
when I look back at my games from back then, I'm very much not happy with most of the stuff I made. But still, I was happy with it then, and I was proud of it. And you shouldn't worry about not being able to achieve that at all, because you always can. If you're not happy with it, you can always improve it to a point where you're happy with it. Because I see a lot of people talk about, oh, I would never be able to make a game anyway. Or I would never make something that's as good as anyone else's stuff. Or I'd never be able to make something good. But I think everyone, literally every person, no matter who, is able to make something that's actually good if they just, they don't just throw it out there and don't try to improve it. If you improve it, if you want to improve it, you can. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, whilst I'm making my game, I'm a bit of a... Well, it just feels like I'm being a bit of a perfectionist when I feel like if I don't like something, I'll just erase it completely. Or I'll just keep doing it again and again until the speeds of a trigger is precisely exactly what I
do that a lot. I do that a lot. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, same.
I do that a lot. Like fucking changing numbers a little bit, like tinkering on that shit. That shit is classic.
I mean, yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
But my other main two issues are the main one is that because right now I'm working on it's basically just a needle game, but it feels like every single jump I make is just, or every single section I make is just the same jumps, but in a different order. But it still feels fun. But I feel like eventually I'm just gonna run out of ideas, and it's just over.
I think by just experimenting more, you'll come up with more and more stuff. Fangame's jumps don't feel like entirely different things that you're making, because in the end it's all just jump. But if you think back to everything you've played so far, that doesn't all feel the same, right?
Yeah, they all feel different.
Yeah. And it's exactly
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that with the stuff you're making.
Yeah, even like fucking generic shit like diagonal skates, you can even make that into a fucking really cool jump if you do it right.
I would like,
Yeah.
even if you do just pure needle stuff, you could like separate like the things in different parts, which is like visuals and songs and stuff, and then like maybe just to like makes the player feel like there's progress. Just
Yeah.
having different like
Yeah.
visuals and music.
Right now, I'm just sticking to around 3 screens per tile set.
That
Just
is pretty
feels-
cool. I do
Yeah,
like
that is a bit too much KO influence for my taste.
But the thing is, like, I was working on this screen and I just couldn't get the. So I did 2.5 screens. I did 2 screens, and then on the third screen I only did 1 save. I just couldn't think of how to finish the screen. So then I went to a new tile set and I made a whole new screen.
Yeah, that is true.
It just gave me a bunch of new ideas. So I don't really. It doesn't make sense, but oh well.
Yeah, inspiration can come in a lot of ways. Visuals and music can be one of them for sure.
The
Yeah,
only
but
thing I run into a lot in terms of running out of ideas is a lot of times when I'm working on like a specific stage or something, that stage has to follow rules, and then I get a bunch of ideas that just I can't allow myself to put into that stage.
Because they don't follow the rules. Yeah.
Yeah. So like suddenly putting like I get a really cool idea for something with gravity flippers, but I'm like the stage doesn't have gravity flippers.
Yeah. I completely have the same thing. It's like my
Otherwise,
game.
I feel like I have way too many ideas to realize them all.
Yeah, my game right now I'm just making random needle screens. But then if I have an idea, I don't know if I want to make. So I made a stage that was like neon. I didn't even know if I want to put a dot kid gimmick in there because I don't know if I want the game to have. Well, I just want it to be the basic stuff. So it's hard to decide
Yeah.
what I want the game to
In
actually
my
be.
opinion, it's like good for the stages to have themes, for sure. But like, I feel like it's in spirit of fan games to have like, it's like breaking game rules. Like you know, traps and stuff. You can just, if you feel like you want to add something but it breaks the rules, then you should just do it, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Making is a lot more fun than I had thought it would be.
I
Like
think
way
like
more. It's a
it
lot
depends on
easier.
the type of game.
Shit is satisfying, dude. To make like really fun segments and shit like that. For me, it is what it sounds like to me is that like you're overwhelmed by the amount of styles that you have. So like, you have a lot of needle ideas. You just don't know how to, just place it in the room and shit.
Yeah. The thing is, I also wanna. I mean, the thing is, I don't know if I want my game to have bosses or not yet. Because I have ideas, but it just seems like a lot of. Especially for my first game, it seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you commit to bosses, you'd have to learn. You would have to experiment with Game Maker.
You don't want to commit
multiple
to
bosses is a big commitment too.
Yeah, you don't want to commit to doing something big or something that overwhelms you as your first game.
I think
if you want to make a boss at the end of your first game, I think go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's what
that's
my plan is.
Yeah, just don't aim for something like insane production wise.
I definitely have a lot of ideas that are insane production value, but I probably won't put them in this first game. I think I will have one boss at the end of the game.
Just make what you want to make and what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Or just decompile a game and just take it as a template, bro.
Yeah.
Gigantic Miko at the end of the game. Perfect.
Unfortunately, the game he decompiled was 50 Shades of Crimson.
Oh, okay, relax, dude. Jesus Christ. You don't want kill to know this.
Decompile, dude.
Look, if you're gonna get banned from the Fangame dungeon, so be it. You deserve it.
Well, dude, we can go there, but like, I don't think that's enough. Holy shit.
Which game has the Patrick tutorial boss in it?
Oh, true.
Was it like Wolfie? Maybe?
I'm
pretty
fucking
sure it was. Like a. Oh no, it was now. He did it for one of the vegetable games.
True.
It's literally just the Patrick boss.
The vegetable GMS is actually it saved my life. It's so helpful.
Oh yeah, right.
Broke
It
down
is
the
open
trigger.
source. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What happened, Plasma?
nothing.
What happened?
He decompiled the
Something
game and
other-
he's like fucking creaming right now.
Yeah.
No, nothing. Don't worry, man. Anyways, in the vein of like talking about new game makers, how do you guys feel whenever a new maker comes up to you and they go like, "I don't want to release a fan game because I'm afraid of the reception"? What do you feel about that?
I don't think that's happened to me yet.
That's never
Anyone
happened to
came
me
up to
either.
me
Really?
with that?
Really?
No. I get asked a lot for help, but I'm always happy to help people. Like, for some reason, I find it super fun to help people with coding stuff and giving them, tips and pointers. What?
I'll keep
Or,
that in
you
mind.
know,
I'll keep that in mind.
No.
Nader's one of
Plasma,
these
listen. Plasma, listen. Plasma, listen. Not me coming to DM you and you solving my fucking problem in 10 seconds. Not you doing that, dude. Not you
I do
doing
the
that,
same
dude.
thing. I do the same thing, Nader, but I just send all my issues to Verve and he just helps me.
Yeah.
'Cause Verve is just helping me.
I think helping other people has the advantage that it's like really self-contained. So like if I work on my game and I get something done, I still have a lot of the game left. But like if I do something for someone else, I'm like it's like finished, right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
True.
that's a good point.
True.
that's true.
Shit is really fun
You
though.
get more satisfaction out of it.
There's nothing more
I don't know
fun
about
than
more
me.
satisfaction.
Me fucking.
Well, you get it relatively faster.
Instant,
Yeah.
yeah.
You feel completion.
From
I
other
guess.
people. You get validation
Yeah.
from other people. When you're
Yeah,
working on your
yeah.
game, you're
Yeah,
just
that
doing
too.
it in silence.
I mean, I can't imagine your fucking cock's length Plasma when like I asked, oh, how do I place this bike? And you're like, oh, you just click left mouse. And like, oh my god, you're so good, Plasma. How did you know?
That's how it's like. It's
You
true.
have no idea how the amount of fucking praise I get sometimes for programming help, and I'm just sitting there like, yes, praise me more. Oh my
Anush, you
god,
are.
yes.
Oh my ego! Oh my god!
You're so good.
Skull makes a spike as a mini spike for me. I'm like, holy fucking shit, dude! Thank you. You're
You
crazy.
made him a mini spike sprite.
You're crazy.
Dude, I don't know how you guys find these people. Like I make shit for Skull and he's like, yeah, thanks, man. Like that's it, man. The fuck?
I mean, to be fair, I get that too sometimes. One time, oh my god, that one made me upset. One time, someone came to me with CN3. Their save got, I think they figured out it on their last PC or something, and I wanted their save back. And they gave me the whole list of things they had, which secrets they had, and everything. And I sat down and I remade their entire save, and I sent it to them, and they were like, okay. I didn't get it. Thanks. I didn't
Oh, yeah, that's
That's
frustrating.
an L.
I used, but Nader, the thing is, I don't think I ever did that to you because like I was never really scared of talking to you
No, yeah, I know.
or knew like the amount of clout you had. But with Plasma or like someone big like Kale, back in the day, I would probably never really talk to them much. Aside from like,
Yeah, I'm glad
Oh
I'm
my
your.
god, we're
I'm your
making
in
patron.
a
like
Fangame
a
community.
five-screen
No one has
video game.
cloud. No one in this community has cloud.
Yeah,
We're
it's
just
just-
all
Oh,
it's
dude, we can go there. We can go there. We can actually go there.
yeah, we can go there, but like it's just a funny term to get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
You
you
were,
feel like the person
intimidated.
is way bigger than you and more
like
popular.
I really hope when people tell me, "Oh, you're a big shot" or something, I feel so fucking uncomfortable. I hate that.
That's
Why?
that's
Why,
a
dude?
reference.
No,
I do
like,
too, to be real. I do too.
Like we're just a community of people who make games for each other. No one's a fucking celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then people get like intimidated to talk to the big people, right? It's like
No, just talk to everyone.
Yeah, you just gotta talk to people. And if you're scared of talking to people, then do it at least on the game making
I've
channel.
heard from people.
In IWC or something.
I've heard from
because
people
like you got people like Renix there.
Like
yeah, true.
Especially me, like I haven't done shit. I released some okay games, and I don't have any good clears. I'm not a good player. Why?
Oh my god, you're in the Fangame Awards crew? What the fuck?
What the heck?
Jesus Christ, Plasma.
I mean, Kale, I get it. At least he was Boshi world record holder. He was big.
Yeah, once you send something to Kale, you can just send anything to anyone because then you just won't care.
I agree. I agree, dude. I agree.
True.
I mean, I guess if anyone's intimidating, it will be Kale. But
I know a lot of people that get intimidated by Kale. I'm gonna be real.
It's same.
I know a lot of people.
Even he said that last podcast, didn't he? That no one has asked him to do a guest stage.
Collabs, yeah.
No one's. He did it because no one's.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah. I mean, Kale's free to join here any moment, dude. Like an actual
Yeah, he can give his own 2 cents on what he thinks of himself if he wants.
That is pretty funny though. but yeah, this fucking this clout thing on Fangames, dude. I feel like it's just trolling, dude. I think it's just trolling at this point.
Oh, I think it's more like just people think it's a thing, but it's not.
yeah. We're not enough people. I feel like the Fangame community to me feels more like a fan group than anything else.
Yeah, I agree. Like people have fucking said this a lot of times in the podcast that like the Fangame community is like probably the nicest community they've been in or seen, I guess, and that's why they've stuck around. We see this with Plasma and others, Poggers, and me, man. Hello.
You're beautiful.
Hello.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, Plasma.
Oh.
You better not be joking.
Aww.
Watch, he's gonna say I'm joking.
Wholesome.
I thought you were gonna say I'm joking, bro.
Oh no, that's what Kale would say.
I'm joking.
I'm joking.
I'm joking.
But yeah, no, like to come back to the original question, like how were your guys' experience releasing your first Fangame? Like, did you guys have any anxiety or anything or what?
You go first.
Okay, I just really liked seeing people play it, and
Okay.
I was really like excited because like I had no idea what to expect, and I think like it was Para playing them like first. He played every like Yo Sniper contest submission, and he liked it, and that was like good enough for me to like
Boost of
keep like
confidence.
making things.
Yeah.
Like just like people playing my games and liking them is like it's really like satisfying for me.
Yeah,
It's addicting.
People's fears, I feel like, whenever they first release a Fangame is that like they don't feel satisfied with how people receive the game. Like it's just ignored and delved through. People call it ass. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first thing I ever released was actually my guest stage in Blue Mage, which Skull also has experience with.
What? Wait.
Blue
We're
Mage.
talking about the Blue Mage?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about Blue Mage stages.
Oh man, yeah, that was my first ever experience.
Yeah, it was both of our first ever
Yeah.
experience with
and
releasing
you
something.
and you still managed to make like 7 out of 10 needle, and I made like 3 out of 10, and it was impossible.
Old Skull was weird, bro. I'll tell you that.
Old Skull was an adventure.
Yeah. I was in my Brazilian laptop making screens on fucking RMJ with 5
I got so much-
FPS.
Yeah. I got so much praise for that stage somehow. I just made, or it was one screen, and people were like, "This is the best screen in the entire game," which was so weird to me, but I felt super proud.
I gotta see this screen, dude. I gotta see
Okay,
it.
but like your visuals, even back then, was still insane. Like I remember it looking really good.
It looked alright. It was like not how did I make it again? I think I just made like the whole screen as a picture, then made parts transparent, and then I had a background move behind it, so it
Yeah.
looked like the lines were like animated. It looked pretty neat.
Yeah, and
Okay,
people thought
okay.
you did some like insane surface shit.
I
Or
mean,
something.
I did, but it was not performant enough, so I went with that solution instead.
Yeah.
Bro, Ninja, if you find it, post it here because I do want to
Yeah,
see it.
yeah, I see.
It's
I found the
Blue
skull
Mage
stage.
Extra.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
it's somewhere in this video. You have to kind of find it.
Oh, fuck
Skull
me.
dude.
Oh no.
Wait, I'll link it again.
Wait, what the fuck? What is this?
Don't
What?
worry.
Skull.
What?
No shot.
Wait, is this the Guile video?
No.
Oh no, it isn't.
Oh,
Okay, so
I thought this was your stage. Jesus Christ.
No. That's Blue Mage stage at
Oh
the
my
first one,
word.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skull stage
Skulls
starts
is
at
at 3
like
minutes.
Fucking
Like
Nichi
10%.
Joe.
14.
Nichi Joe fucking picture, dude.
yeah, I was a huge fan. I still am.
It is a good one.
But
oh yeah, and mine 457.
yeah, all our stages are like right next to each other.
Yeah.
I forgot that. But
Whoa, what the fuck is that? That looks like some what's it called? Pyramid shit. I don't know. Egypt.
Like
Giza.
Guile
What is
Lovegood
that?
had a video of my stage. And
Wait,
it was back
Plasma,
when it
what?
was impossible.
Oh, that's a surface. Holy shit, that's an Omega surface.
Yeah, wait, I'm gonna send a screenshot.
Actually, that was no surface.
So is it a cutout
There
then?
was no surface. How the fuck did you make the kid like that then?
I think it was just a lot of draw sprite part,
Oh lord. Ew.
which would like automatically adjust to the sprite or
kid's
something. I
sprite,
don't
yeah.
remember.
Okay.
Like I filled the sprite with rectangles based on the animation, and then drew the background based on its coordinates where
That's
the kid
fucking
was.
impressive. I mean, honestly, if I saw this, oh, dude, we haven't touched on Shiver, motherfucker. We haven't touched on that yet. We should talk about your fucking like Omega map, man.
Omega map?
Yeah,
Oh,
Omega
the
map.
fucking 3D hub. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a lot of work.
It was a
Tyler
lot
map.
of work. I remember that. We fucking we got you into the project, and like the first thing we were like, all right, dude, I'm making a fucking hub map, and it was like, we didn't hear from you for like 3 weeks or some shit, like a month, and then you came back and like, hey, check it out. You fucking. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. But like, holy fuck. You just plop it down on the table, dude. It's like, holy fucking shit. But let me see.
I think that hub adds a lot, even though it's not like particularly functional.
It sure isn't, but.
You know, like it doesn't add a lot of gameplay. I think it adds a lot of memorability and atmosphere to the game. That's absolutely worth it, and I don't regret making it at all. Even though some people were mad that the hub existed.
People were confused as hell, honestly.
It's complicated, that's for sure.
I remember during testing Plasma, I was like, wait, am I supposed to be here, dude? And you were like, yeah? Are you fucking dumb? he didn't say that, but like, you know.
He wanted
I thought it.
Yeah, he thought of it, yeah.
No, I didn't.
yeah, feel free to say that you did.
No, I think Nader's really smart.
That's
joking.
just lying.
No, I genuinely feel like Nader's really smart, but he just doesn't show it.
True, dude. I was gonna show for the people that watch VODs like Shiver, but like they would be, you know, shown my XQC recommendations, and that's not good for PR. Or not PR.
Yeah.
Yeah, PR. It's PR.
Yeah, PR.
Yeah.
You could full screen it beforehand.
I could do that. Here. Fuck. How do I do this? No. I don't want to leak anything. Talk about something while I do this. How's the weather
What else?
today?
Oh yeah, let's talk
I
about
still-
something we didn't talk about yet.
I opened the iceberg that Anuj linked earlier.
Yeah, I was going to
fucking-
mention that. Do you want to go down it?
That might take a
Here
we
long
go.
time to do that.
I don't want
Might
to.
take
I don't
a-
want to do everything.
Wait,
Okay,
what the
we can
fuck
do
is
some
this hub,
highlights.
dude?
Let's.
That's crazy.
It is a
Yeah,
crazy
the
fucking
hub
hub.
is fucking crazy.
There's a
This
moment where
game
you
is a new
climb up on
challenge,
it.
Anush.
Wait, is that till you got rid of it?
It's not the reason, but it was. Wait, no, I'm pretty sure it's still in their challenge.
It was this
I think
part
I'm
of the
pretty sure
hub
you got
that
rid of
fucked
it.
me up.
Didn't
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
flame you and you got rid of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Shiver, I legitimately think that Shiver's like one of the best needle games out there. Not nowadays, but like back then it was like really fucking good.
Oh yeah, when it came out, it was one of the highest produced needle games.
Oh my
probably.
god! Oh my god! Look at fucking Plasma Stage! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm
Oh,
spoiling
God.
myself for the annual
Is
run.
this a video
dude.
with high graphics or low graphics?
I
though?
think it's high graphics.
Okay.
let's
Jesus
see.
Christ.
That hub is crazy.
I think it's low graphics actually. I don't think there's a pair.
No, I think this is high graphics.
No, this is high graphics.
Yeah, this is high graphics.
I love Shiver because Plasma Stage is so good, but also like there were barely any people that had like good graphics that respected people with shitty PCs
Oh my
like mine.
God. Yeah.
So
yeah.
like I got there, I was like, yeah,
The
I think this is
start-
the end for me. And then someone told me there's a lowering graphics thing. I was just really happy.
I'm so proud of the start of that screen. I think that's one of the most, like, the prettiest things I've ever made. The one
This
that
stage
it's
is
on
just
right now
fucking
when
pretty
you
as
come
shit,
into
man.
the screen.
It's like so fucking unique. Anyways.
This looks like a good stage.
Yeah. Anyways, I was going to mention Plasma about your setup to play Fangames.
Oh, true.
Oh.
We could go there.
Of course, you had to mention it.
Yeah, if you wanna explain in depth, how do you
I
play
just-
Fangames?
I jump with mouse click. I walk left and right with WASD. And no, Ricktoy, I want to maker stole them from me. It's not stolen. I literally was like, we should add these tiles on I want to maker. Those are just my tiles. I'm an I want to maker dev, so they're just mine.
Okay.
Sure.
I haven't done too much in it, but those are mine. That's where they're from. Anyway, I jump with mouse click, I shoot with my thumb button on my mouse, I restart with another thumb button, and I have a second jump key on another thumb button for canceling.
How do you mash, man? Do you mash?
No, I mash terribly. When I have to
I'd imagine,
really
yeah.
mash, I mash on my keyboard, and I can't jump.
Oh, true.
Or I jump with my
I mean,
pinky.
if I had to mash on mouse, it'd be easy.
Really?
It'd be
No.
the same.
With
No.
your
It'd be the
thumb?
same shit.
No,
No, no,
you-
with my fingers. Look, I'll do a mouse
you
test
have-
right now.
Okay, do you have a thumb button?
Yeah, I do.
Just put your hand on your mouse
No,
and
no,
try
no.
mashing with your thumb on your thumb
Okay,
button.
no, well, I can't mash with the thumb button. That's important.
Well, yeah, that's
yeah,
the
that's
thing.
the setup.
That's the
I thought
point.
you, okay, I thought you were doing with left click. Okay. That makes
No,
sense.
left click is jumping.
Okay.
that is pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
And you,
Yeah.
I remember you saying there was a reason behind it, and that's you played a lot of FPS.
No. That's not. I did not play a lot of FPS.
Oh.
Overwatch was my first shooter on PC.
That's good.
I just when I first tried out Fangames, I think, I just experimented with a lot of control schemes, and I just tried everything out. What felt good, what felt like I had a lot of control, and mouse click ended up feeling the best. I felt like I had the most control over the kit by jumping with mouse click, and that's just how I ended up with it.
Yeah, honestly, it makes sense to me. Like that control scheme is not as weird as it seems to most people. To me,
It's nonsensical.
You know what's
You
a game
said
that
it.
you know
It's
you,
okay.
you know what's a game that I think you'd really like, Plasma? I think you'd like Titanfall. Have you played it?
No, but it looks super fun.
Yeah.
But I think it's
yeah.
way too late for me to get into it. If I had known
Yeah,
about it when it
true,
released,
true.
I would have definitely played it.
For those of you who don't know, Titanfall is like basically a fucking. You just wall ride. That's all you do, and you just fucking shoot people, like Lucio, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Huge.
Well, now I play Overwatch and I play Lucio.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't want to go there. It's a Fangame podcast. Come on.
Yeah.
Skull's like
But
very
let's
horny
go
to
to
go
the-
there. Skull's very horny to go there, but like.
Yeah, Skull's so he's so. Anyways, let's go to let's go to this topic for both of you.
Sure.
What do you think is something that's easy to implement into people's games, but isn't used as much as you would like?
Oh.
That is a good.
Like Halo
yeah.
himself.
Yeah,
I'm
give
gonna
it.
think about this for a minute.
Yeah, it's fine to think about it. I'd imagine it'd be like a hard fucking question.
That is extremely difficult.
Fixed smoothing mode.
Yeah, you can blame Kale.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
his question.
If you want to add fixed smoothing mode or my smoothing mode into your game, just ask me and I'll send you my whole text that I wrote on how to implement it.
What the what is it?
It's like
what
not
does it
one line, right? It's not like the center
No.
bullshit. It's
No,
like
no,
another
no.
thing. Okay.
There's an easy and a plasma way to do it.
Yeah.
So
like I assume in that mode the fucking the upper scale, like how do you say it? Like scaled up shit like doesn't blur out or whatever, I assume.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
So the easy fix is you know how in Yo-Yo Engine, basic Yo-Yo Engine or old Game Maker games,
Sure.
wait, actually those don't even have smoothing mode, but if you turn on smoothing mode, when your kid is jumping, it will look super blurry. Like everything will look a little bit blurry, but stuff like the kid jumping will get super blurry because the Y coordinate will be not an integer. It'll be like 0.4 or something. And then because of that, it interpolates every single pixel on the thing and it just looks blurred out.
Mm-hmm.
There's a fix for that. And then there's a fix for actually drawing the entire screen non-blurry with a better scaling algorithm.
I would actually love that for the drama thing.
The one game that has that right now that Den asked me, and I gave him like a tutorial and transformed it from Studio 2 into Studio 1 and then gave him the whole thing. And he implemented that in CoinStack 1000.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
And so CoinStack 1000 has the good scaling mode. iWannamaker also has good scaling. It's really similar to mine, but it's not like exactly the same.
Well, what is the quirks that yours have that others don't?
Oh, the one that mine has that iWannamaker doesn't. Mine just has it a bit more, like, better implemented, and works for like far bigger resolutions as well. Where iWannamaker just does it for, I don't know. It's essentially the same for 1080p. I think mine would look good in 4K as well.
Damn.
But
Holy
and
shit.
I think it's a bit more performant, but
You have a 4K monitor?
no.
Damn.
Just in theory.
In theory, yeah.
I have not tested this out, but it should.
That is pretty sick. Is it what Rick Toy is talking about, like integer scaling? Is that what that is?
Basically.
now, Rick Toy's game, I Wanna Meet Mickey has just like in options you can really easily make the window.
Wait, no. Right.
An integer multiple bigger, so like it's either exactly 608, so 1 pixel is 1 pixel, or it's exactly 1216 vertically,
Right.
so 1 pixel is 2 by 2 pixels, and so there is no blur because it is
No, it's not
perfectly
that.
stretched.
Yeah. I was wrong. I was confused for a second.
Okay.
Not integer scaling. Mine
So-
is like
That is
a
interesting.
shader that it uses.
Yeah,
I
what's
think
that?
like every single like tip that could be given for like no restarting music and use Z saves or Z saves or
Right.
stuff like that. I think everyone's heard them by now, but I think like some of the best ways to like customize how your game looks is like just use draw events.
I agree.
Like you can change your sprite angle without changing the hitbox angle and stuff like that. Like you can do a lot of stuff with the draw event. It's really useful. I think that's like the most I can give.
What
I'm
is
looking
what
at
is the draw?
Oh, the draw event. That's just where
Yeah,
everything's
I don't
drawn.
know what it does.
Yeah. Like in the
It's-
draw event, you
oh.
can like manipulate your whatever you're drawing on your object, like a sprite or fucking anything. I'm actually curious. What do you think about this tip? Because it's something that I have given as a tip to people before. It's like to just mess around with like fucking additive blending, like with effects, like visual effects, and then like you'll be surprised by how fucking sick it looks.
Oh yeah, sure. Blend modes can look really neat.
Yeah, like if you fuck around with draw events, definitely look into blend modes and the BM add shit.
Just one tip for blend modes. Every time you switch blend modes, it's kind of performance heavy. So if you have a screen of bullets that all get drawn with additive blending, what you can do is just set the blend mode to additive blending, then have an object draw all the bullets and then reset it, instead of having each bullet setting the blend mode individually.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
That's way more performant than switching back and forth for every bullet.
Yeah. That is interesting. I didn't know that. But no, yeah, fucking literally all you gotta know about blend modes is like the additive blending. The other shit is useful, yes, but like, dude, honestly, dude, just don't go there.
Subtractive blend mode I use sometimes, and it's very useful. But additive blend mode 99% of the time, yeah. And the extended blend mode functions are like 9,000 IQ. What do you do with these?
I just guess. I just guessed.
I've extremely rarely. I think I've used them like once or twice in my entire lifetime of working with
How
games.
much do you like I guess you do actually like understand like how instinctively do you understand how the extended blend modes work?
Oh, it took me a long time to actually grasp.
I agree.
Like now at this point, I think I've understood it, but it took me a long ass time. It's not easy.
I think the game maker, like the documentation page on extended blend modes was basically like the last thing in, it's like a core game maker feature that I just did not grasp because I think the documentation page is pretty bad at explaining it.
It is so bad.
Yeah. Like I tried to fucking replicate what they're trying to show, and like it just doesn't fucking work out. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? It's like yeah, man. And then at the end of the day, it's just like fucking dumbass fucking calculations, and it's like.
I actually had to do some stuff with extended blend modes, because particles don't let you set any blend modes beyond additive.
Yeah.
So I had to do some stuff with setting blend modes, then setting particles to a surface, and then drawing the surface with extended blend modes. But that's about the only use I had for that.
Holy shit!
I think. Yeah.
That is cool. All right, but yeah, that's a more technical tip, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyone else has like Skull? Do you have any tips? I guess because you're mainly just like a like a needle homie.
Like tips for things that are easy to put in games.
Yeah. Maybe something that like you always put in a game that like always accentuates your shit. I know you use fog a lot.
Yeah, but the thing is with the fog is it doesn't restart. And the way it works is it's just an object that draws the background at a certain position, and it just basically keeps track of its position so it doesn't restart. And it's not that complicated. If you want to ask me for the object, I can give it to you. There's like a few lines of codes maybe.
Persistency in visual effects is also a good tip. I feel like.
It's not very hard to do, and there's many ways to do it as well. Maybe mine is not the best, but yeah.
I just remembered, learn to use the debug mode.
The
Many
what?
game makers, the debug.
Oh, debug.
Yeah, the debug build. So many makers, even really good makers, have no idea how to properly use it. I recently even had to show Nogard some of the debug functions that he never used, but they're super useful. Especially checking surfaces and textures.
Yes, I know you can check surfaces in there, but I did not manage to find where. Like, I think I found the tab, but it just did not show the surface.
It's really easy. You launch the debug thing. You go to wait, where is it? I'm doing it right now.
I'm actually very curious about this as well, because like I've always wanted to know about this shit.
Yeah, I never knew the point of debug mode because no one ever uses it.
Usually I just kind of do show the bug message spam.
Same, I do that a lot. Literally the first thing I do whenever I start a game making project, I make a script that's like called print or some shit like that, and it's like yeah. Classic.
So you run the debug mode, then it takes a while for the debugger menu to show up for some reason in Studio 2.
Is it the same as in Studio 1?
I don't know actually. Then you go to debugger, windows, surfaces, and textures. And then in the bottom left, you click on surface. You have to pause the game with the debugger. You click break in the debugger menu, and then you hit the refresh key. And it'll, like, you can look at all your surfaces.
It is actually this surfaces.
And all your textures.
That's actually fucking sick, dude.
Damn.
How would you be able to apply, I guess, the debugger? Like, if you know what I mean.
I mean, first surfaces, it's really just
checking if it doesn't exist.
You can actually
just checking for how many things are drawn and actually exist.
Check how every single surface looks, if it's drawn correctly.
They're like drawn individually on the thing, on the debugger.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can look at every single surface individually.
That's sick.
You can also look at every single texture page your game creates individually in the debugger.
Oh yeah, we should talk about that shit, cause like texture pages, I've never heard about it until like Plasma told me, right? Because like his game's like fucking ginormous. Eclipse, or not Eclipse, fucking balloon.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about this briefly though. Like how big are your biggest games? I guess how big are they?
What do you mean?
Like a file size, sort of shit.
How big is Balloons now? Wait.
Yeah.
I can check how big the folder is.
Yeah, I need to go check as well how big Eclipse is.
I feel like Eclipse was like 300 or some shit like that. It was fucking huge.
Nah, it's not quite that big. I don't think.
Oh shit.
I mean, just the backup
Oh no.
archive. One backup archive is 620 megabytes.
I was expecting a terabyte, I'm gonna be real.
No.
Yeah, Eclipse is only 120 megabytes.
That's actually impressive, actually. That is really good.
It's because I think it's because maybe it's the music file size. I don't know if OGGs are smaller than MP3s.
I think they're smaller,
yeah.
That's cool though. That's cool.
Just a little fun fact I just remembered. Kuref was saying earlier in the server for the Farewell Medley that it has hit 1 gigabyte.
Woo!
So
Yeah, that's expected.
Congratulations on the Farewell Medley team for
that. The Balloons project folder, just with the GameMaker files in it, is 745 megabytes.
Yeah, that's like what 500, 400 if you fucking did the thing.
If you compile it, yeah, probably. I don't know exactly.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. I'm not sure how big the file size for the GM8 file is for Eclipse. Could be bigger than.
Yeah, definitely
Bigger than that.
definitely bigger. Yeah, I remember my biggest project, right? And it doesn't even fucking compare to both of yours. But like Neon 3 is like fucking, I think like 100 megabytes, and it's a lot of fucking music. It's a lot of shit, dude. Music definitely fucking plays a fuck ton into that shit.
Yeah. But I mean sprites and everything too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, let me check how big the music folder is.
Yeah, me and Plasma were talking about it the other day about like texture pages, and that like it rarely happens where like a fucking Fangame gets to get another texture page because the original one was fucking big.
I wouldn't say rarely gets another texture page, but for most people it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like rarely a thing to worry about, sort of shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, the sounds folder is massive. It has 450 megabytes.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
But that's music, that's sound effects.
Do the right thing whenever you update a game, like just upload the exe. Like no music, man. It's like, come on, man. Like people do that all the time with like updates. They just upload the entire fucking shit with like the music as well.
Yeah, but Balloons will need no updates. It'll be perfect. No bugs.
That's true.
God, I hope that's true.
If that does happen, dude, I think it's like a Michelin star, but like for fucking programming.
I mean,
crazy.
It is extremely polished.
But there's always funny, man. There's always funny.
Yeah,
man.
that's true.
There's always.
But
funny,
it is
man.
extremely polished.
But what will you do, Plasma, if Balloons is released and the first room that you actually play
Shut the fuck up.
has a bug on it?
That's like extremely unlikely.
And funny. And
With
funny.
how much time I've spent in that room. Also, the very first room is like, that's impossible.
Yeah, Skull is alluding to my fucking bug breakout in Wolf stream. He's definitely doing it.
Yeah, it can happen, you know. You never know.
I didn't know Wolf's played in full screen, motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, that's a bug for you to prevent fucking full screen.
I put
care
so
about
much
that,
time into making good full screen for Balloons. You have no idea. I mean, I'm a full screen player.
Yes.
Plasma gives a shit. I didn't at the time, but now I've learned to give a shit. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think
there was a version of CN Free that had debug.
Yeah, but no one
that
got
true?
it fast enough. Yeah.
Oh wow! Yeah. Oh wow!
Although I'm gonna be honest, I had it, and one other person did, and
I know who you're
the
talking
last
about.
floor of the game for me. And yeah, those are fun times.
But no, Balloons, I will never let that happen. I would die.
Nah. You would just cry.
Yeah.
I would cry.
I would cry.
Yeah, I would probably genuinely shed a lot of tears.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I can't wait until a motherfucker in the community comes around and fucking just spoils shit, man.
No, Kelly was not okay. I was miserable when that happened. I felt so bad.
Yeah, imagine how Kale felt, Plasma.
Yeah, but the good thing is we caught it like right away.
Yeah.
Okay, Kale thought it was a troll face. Yeah, it was a funny one. Well, for some anyways. Alright, it's actually been a very decently length podcast. It's almost 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen.
But hey.
Hello.
There's still a question.
There's still a good question, and we did leave it for the last topic specifically.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's two. I think we missed the topic, unless we asked this and I missed it.
I mean, the
If
other
it-
one doesn't really matter.
Okay, yeah, do
The last one?
the thing.
The one that we missed, I think it was, if you had all the time in the world, what would the dream fan game you could make look like? In infinite time and infinite motivation.
Oh yeah.
Oh
true.
god.
We did not ask that.
Infinite. I would love to have infinite time. I wouldn't even need infinite motivation. Uh,
You're
I
You
mean-
can go first, Plasma.
I mean, I would probably, if I had infinite time, I wouldn't make a fan game with it. But if I got to make a fan game and a game of my choice,
Mhm.
I'd probably make a Metroidvania with like a bunch of weird screens like Morning Dew.
Interesting.
Okay, I like it.
Like
Oh wait, a Metroid.
Like,
wait,
it
that
would-
would be sick actually.
The
Like
Morning
a-
Dew Metroidvania.
yeah, like a really with a bunch of like puzzles and weird gimmicks and like just a wild stuff. But you also get to explore a big world with it. I think if I had infinite time, I would do that.
The way you describe that sounds a little bit like Balloons, or what I know of Balloons.
No. I mean,
Not really the Morning Dew part, but it does have things in it.
you know nothing, Skull. You haven't seen Balloons.
I've seen a bit.
Yeah,
Give me
but-
some credit.
I can say right away that Balloons is not like a Metroidvania at all. It's not. There's no Metroid, there's no Vania.
Oh.
Okay, but the trailer still gives like a sense that there is a world to be explored, and the atmosphere definitely plays a part in it as well.
Oh, yeah, of course the atmosphere plays a part. It's a Hideo and Plasma game.
Woo!
Hideo is a master of atmosphere, and I think I'm pretty good too. So it better.
It better.
It better.
Alright, what
But
about
yeah,
what about you,
it
Gwiz?
better.
I would probably do like an adventure game, similar to Eclipse, but instead of like it being linear, it would have like branching paths, like something like I want to be the guy. You can go in multiple directions, and then still you could like unlock stuff, like weapons.
Like a
and-
Metroidvania.
Yeah, and then like
go.
just
Beautiful.
but not quite a Metroidvania. Not like it's less exploration based.
Oh.
And then I would like have. I would have secrets and different endings. I'm a sucker for a true ending, and bad endings and stuff like that.
Really nice.
Yeah, same.
And of course like
Yeah.
clever traps, but not too much, not too many. Like traps need to be scarce. So if traps are like everywhere, like people expect them, you're like never
Yeah.
like caught off guard by a trap if they're like abundant.
I think you have
Like
to
booby traps.
put a really shitty trap at the start of the game. Just one really bad, lame trap. And then people will get paranoid for the rest of the game, and it'll enhance the experience.
That was the fucking plan with Thread the Needle with Kill Stage.
I mean, there's one in Eclipse. Like I think it's like the first floor where there's like a pitfall trap in the first room. That's like really bad. It's just like the floor like falls off and there's spikes in there.
In safe space, I think the first or second spike you want to jump over just flies straight up. And that's
The fucking
only-
mind games, dude. The fucking mind games and trap games are honestly impressive, dude. I don't know how you guys fucking do it, dude. It's like actually really creative.
Eclipse has those good traps with the rocket ship at the start.
Eclipse has a lot of good traps.
Yeah, the traps made me laugh, man.
I think my favorite one is the one where if you like, there's like, it's the end of the area. You go like into this water stage, and then there's like a wall on the right.
Oh yeah.
And there's like it's just a wall, And if you go check that wall,
Oh yeah.
it kills you. I think that's my favorite one.
Traps like that are
Personally.
so good.
Oh my god, the penis
got me.
ASCII. The penis
I
ASCII
laughed.
in fucking Gay Lizard, dude. Let's not forget that one, dude.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
is classic.
I wonder if I still have the ASCII penis in first chat.
Oh, dude. Bear's fucking
Back in-
reaction to that is classic.
Back in the day, in Paris chat, I was the only one who was allowed to post the ASCII penis art in there.
Bowser.
Now I'm
Alright.
curious what the other big question is.
Yeah, it's the last one.
Yeah, we can wrap it up with it. Okay, fuck.
So-
I thought I knew she was gonna.
Yeah, I thought
No. I already asked. I've asked too many questions.
All right, fine.
Oh, I just remembered something I had to say, but let's leave it after that.
Sure. So we haven't really talked about the community as much in this podcast. I feel like we've all talked about Game Maker a fuck ton. Let's talk community for a little bit. If there was one thing you guys could change about the community, what would it be, man? What would it be? Something they think
I
is
got it.
necessary.
Like,
Well, what's up? What's up, Gabe?
It's I wish I wish people I wish people were like more appreciated towards like people making free games and sometimes feel like people get like
Listen.
yeah
Oh my God.
maybe like that like I don't know it's
Yeah,
sort of
you feel like people don't appreciate effort as much.
yeah I guess like so you're like getting free games in like boatloads. I think people like some people not everyone of course but people like forget that there's like real people behind the games and with like emotions and feelings.
I agree. There's always like one. It's like usually one guy as well, like one person making the shit. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's like yeah. But no, yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like when I was younger, I did fall trap into thinking that fucking oh dude, fucking calling a game dog shit on Delphi is gonna rack me the likes. I did used to think about I did used to think like that in review systems back then. Not even like Delphi. Like I just wanted the likes, and it's honestly like really fucking dog shit. And I feel like there are some people nowadays that do that as well. And I immediately see them as a younger bracket of people. I think.
yeah, some people
They learn
I
from it.
think they try to make themselves relevant
Mhm.
and get attention by shitting on games. Yeah,
Absolutely, I agree.
like they kind of make it their identity to be like the critic, the wise man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know one.
And yeah, it's weak. I don't know how to call it.
There's nothing more intimidating than Plasma calling you weak.
No, I'm sure there's more intimidating things. I could call you much better.
Plasma, you're like the most sigma male in the community. By
Oh,
far.
you're a big shot, bro.
No, don't.
Yeah, bro, I love Toby Fox, dude.
What? No, I wasn't talking about Mark. Mark isn't like that.
No, he's trolling.
Okay.
Yeah, he was talking about Parag face. Come on, get it.
But anyway, if I had to change stuff about the community, the first two things that there were two things that came to mind. The first one is get rid of all of the entitlement. There's Yeah, there's a lot of players who are like annoyed or upset when games are released that aren't made for them. Like every fan game has to be made for your tastes.
Okay.
Please no more CN3 fan games.
Okay.
Please stop making Give Me Needle.
I don't know if you guys remember, but when I've made an avoidance game, or with a pal of mine, some reviews I got were kind of weird. To that extent, yes.
Like,
I do
just
agree that happens.
there's nothing negative about a game being released that you don't personally play. Instead of not one being released, you're not entitled to what type of games makers make. Just just go like, yeah, this game isn't for me. I play one of the other 10,000 fan games out there, not this one. I'll just choose literally any of the other ones.
It's time to shit on El Needle. It's time.
No,
It's
El Needle is okay. It's okay to make El Needle. If you want to make El Needle, make El Needle. You're not a lesser person for it.
I don't know.
I don't appreciate it personally, but I won't judge you.
I think the L stands for lesser, bro. That's
L
just
stands for loser.
But yeah.
stands for I don't know. Plasma.
And the other thing I would probably change, which I don't know, might be a weird thing, but make the community bigger. I like the community, I like how it feels, and I want it to keep feeling this way, but I wouldn't mind if more people joined. Just, more community growth.
I want
That's
to make her
interesting.
kind of have that as like one of its main objectives. I feel, and
I
it
think
did
it's
do that.
accomplished it. Yeah.
Yeah, I also think it's done that, but I also think it's isolated a little bit from our community at the end.
I mean, I saw a tweet that Northern Lion played I Want to Make Her. That was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
uploaded a YouTube video about it.
Oh, he
And
did?
when he wanted to show off the highest rated games, he picked the highest rated of the last day and was like, oh, I don't know why this one's the highest rated of all time. And it was the highest rated of the last day,
fuck. That actually sucks.
which was actually tragic. But apart from that, he was very positive and his video was very good. But that part was tragic.
Was pretty funny, yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting that you want to say that you want to make the community bigger, because there's a lot of people that are against that. They're just like, they're scared that if the community gets bigger, it won't be so tight knit. But I mean, I personally disagree. I would like to
hipster
be
talk,
bigger too.
a lot of that.
Yeah, I agree.
One thing I gotta add is that one thing that is probably fine. It's just something that, like, personally is an issue for me. It's like this, like, I know like a lot of you are like Needle players and you like Needle and making Needle, but I think like it has like shifted towards like mostly Needle. What comes out today and what people play, and it's like it's not the thing that I.
It's not the first thing that entices people to come to the community, right?
Yeah, it's not what I liked about the community and the stuff that people made when I joined back in the day.
I do think it's because adventure games are a lot harder to make, especially like if most of the highly rated games are such high quality now, like with like Eclipse or like have really good bosses, compared to like some of the older adventure games which were like very simple to make. So it's a lot harder now.
Yeah, the
Also,
standards we have nowadays is like
Insane.
to
Actually,
live up to and
Basic
like catch up
decent
to.
Needle. Basic decent Needle is rated way higher than basic decent adventure, simply because it's way less offensive and there's less things for people to complain about.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
I would agree.
Mostly community pressure. I agree as well. I've heard from some people that they don't make adventure games anymore because like people have moved on and like they're just like majority of them are just playing Needle, and it's like why bother? Sort of.
Also, Needle is strangely popular, not just in the community, and I want to make her too. Like all the random people, just so many random people, like Chinese and Korean players, they filter it exclusively by Needle and only play Needle.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
When you play during Chinese prime times, you like oftentimes you enter a level and there's like one person, two people maybe, and then you enter a level that has the needle tag and suddenly there's 10 people in there. It's very strange to me.
I think it's because it's a lot easier to see progression in needle, like needle skill, than it is to see like a boss skill progression. At least to me.
Yeah, it's definitely the Li Zhang effect.
I think like it's. I think with adventure, there is like it's not obvious what the innovation could be. Like if I make if I set out to make a needle game, I think I can get this kind of vision, some plans for it, and I can like imagine, okay, this is something new, right? Maybe it's like something about the structure, like maybe the gimmicks will be like themed about something that isn't explored much. And so, like personally for me, it's very easy to like take this idea and imagine it being different. But with adventure, it's like if I make an adventure game, how do I like? It's not immediately obvious to me that it's like unique, other than like if I set out to make an adventure game, my wish for it is like I'm gonna make an adventure and it's gonna be good. Like it's gonna have effort. Like and it's.
I would have this issue when making an adventure game. Whenever I make needle games, I usually go for an audience. I know what my audience is. The fucking audience. For adventure, I would not know. I would have no idea what my audience would be, so I would have no idea what to do. I'm gonna be real.
I feel like with needle, it's just like you can easily imagine what you would want, and you would know how to do it. Like
because we've played needle and we know it feels good, right? We know what feels good. We know what people like. For adventure, it's like definitely more complex. It's just harder to think about.
Yeah. I also think when say if you want to ask someone, oh, how do I make this trigger, make this spike move over there? It's a lot easier for someone to help you. But when it's a boss, it's like it's a lot more complex and it's a lot scarier for people to help you.
Like you gotta think about like atmosphere. You gotta think about, oh, do I make like a long walk or a short walk or like fucking
you make enemies.
Yeah, do you make interactable shit or what?
With adventure games, you have to worry way more about visuals, I think.
I agree.
And like overall world design. With needle, you can just slap anything together, and it doesn't have to look like a real world. With adventure, you generally want to pay attention that it actually looks like a world.
Adventure definitely has this kind of like requirement for cohesion, which needle just like.
Cohesion in needle is like not necessary.
Like my game, like I said, I wanted to add bosses to it. If I was gonna add boss to it, I don't think I would have I think it'd be really hard for me to make it an actual adventure game rather than just a needle adventure. So like a needle game with bosses, it'd be hard.
It's also like with needle and maybe even bosses to some extent. Like I think it's possible to. Is that something takes something in needle and in adventure may take a similar amount of effort, but needle can be a lot more like mindless, like easy to just kind of chip away at. Whereas like I can imagine myself just like sitting down, seeing a save and knowing that I probably have to use some kind of like like non-spike obstacles. Some enemies, maybe some traps.
Yeah.
And also, closing game maker, right?
Also, with needle, everyone else has a frame of reference what you as a player are doing. Like, you can tell people, oh, I just did this kind of jump, and they'll be like, oh, nice, congratulations. And with adventure, you're like, yo, I beat this enemy, and everyone was like, okay, I don't know what they do. Good job, but I'm not really impressed. So, with Needle, it's easier to share your experience with the rest of the community, so I can see why people would gravitate more towards it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing about making adventure is that, like, it's hard to grasp on a style. Because, like, what I do know is that Gwiz has a really fucking, like, unique adventure style, I feel like. Like even in his past games, like fucking Christmas deliveries, and there's this other one, the mail letter or some shit. It was really fucking good.
Those were kind of gimmick Needle games.
They still felt like adventure though. They definitely did feel very like an adventure. But yeah, I see what you mean.
Now that we talked about Gwiz games again, I didn't even mention it all yet today, how beautiful the pixel art is. Gwiz is one of the best pixel artists in the community, and I appreciate it so much. It's amazing.
It is very unique from what I've seen.
Like, if you look at the bosses in Eclipse, that shit looks professional. That could be straight from a Steam game. Like, some indie Steam game could just have that. Yeah, there's a lot of Steam games and indie games that look worse than that. So
true.
The pixel art is top tier. It's so good.
Oh,
let's go. Here's a go.
Oh, okay.
What was I gonna say? The thing with the adventure versus Needle. I don't know if you guys think this, but Nang feels more like an adventure game than a Needle game. I mean, I'm not very far into it, but it definitely feels like more cohesive than a lot of other Needle games.
Oh yeah, you can get away with that when you make Needle. Like you can make it an experience, and then you would have like a Needle venture sort of shit.
Yeah. Nang doesn't feel like adventure to me because the stages are all too similar to each other.
Yeah.
And it like the sense of progression isn't quite so like strong. But yeah, it feels like it's an adventure game with all the dialogue.
More adventure-y, yeah, more adventure.
There's story progression in it, so it's definitely an adventure. But it's not like don't want to be anything adventure.
There's a game which I'm working on, which is like definitely a Needle game, but I'm trying to kind of fit as much like story as I can, while it's still being, even though it's still like definitely Needle, like the game has just kind of it has an intro section where there's just like optional dialogue you can do, and I think like there's some kind of, even though it is just like through and through a Needle game, once you get to the actual gameplay, just like seeing the kind of world building that I've done has kind of been quite inspiring in like how I'd like to approach this kind of, stories and dialogues and stuff in future games. And so I'm actually quite curious how people will like react to that.
Yeah, I do think that even if you do make Needle, you shouldn't like feel like you should only like make pure platforming. You can have like
I love it when Needle games do
fun
that.
stuff in that too.
I love it when I feel like we are noticing the shift a lot more common nowadays, where like people are realizing that adventure is pretty fucking sick, and Needle is also pretty sick, and then they're trying to like add more elements to their Needle games, and I'd say it's a pretty good shift, at least, to go from your normal Needle into like this Needle venture sort of shit. We see it in the Panasonic Blu-ray, and that's I would say is a pretty good game. In that regard.
Panasonic Blu-ray is so pretty.
Yeah, it is very pretty.
I appreciate the game for that alone.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely do appreciate a lot of the effort that people are trying to make with their needle games nowadays. It is pretty impressive because like back then, it was like very easy to make a needle game that's like very very simple and get like really high praise for it.
Yeah.
But now
Lots
it's
of
way
attention.
fucking harder. Yeah. All right. Is there anything more that we need to add here? Because I do gotta go soon. I do
Alright.
gotta go.
I think
I have one thing to talk about.
I had one thing, yeah.
That, because the date is coming up soon where I wanted to start the Secret Santa event.
True.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wait, let me get the link.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah,
so
if you post it in chat, I'm gonna post it in a description, YouTube description and shit.
Yeah, 1 second.
I never signed up for anything.
But yeah,
Was I meant to sign up for something?
Plasma is organizing a Secret Santa sort of thing for the community, where I think you make like a short little fan game and you send it to whoever you get in
You
the
pick.
thing.
Yeah, so
Is it
basically
too late?
No. The announcement is I was gonna ask at the beginning of November, but I mean we're almost there, so I might as well start chilling it now. Because the more people participate, the more fun it's gonna be. Basically, everyone's gonna submit, add some like basic info about themselves, and the preferred difficulty that of the game they'd like to get, and if they have any special requests. And then I will take that and I will be the matchmaker, basically. Or well, I'll make it all random and then I'll shuffle it around a bit based on people's preferences, so everyone has a bit more fun. And then everyone who participates gets some other person, and they'll make a short little game for that can be up to 3 rooms long. So, no big commitment or anything, just maximum 3 rooms. As a little gift for that other person. And you'll also get a little gift in return. And what are you laughing about?
No, sorry. I'm just imagining getting someone like Skull and just like making dog shit.
But alright, don't give Skull to Nader. Noted.
That's
But yeah, then we'll have a bunch of like little cute games released for each other, and I think it'll be super fun. The sign up is up to the 1st of December, and then on December 1st I'll do the matchmaking for everyone, and then until Christmas you have time to make 3 screens, which should not be hard at all. Like no pressure to make it impressive or anything. Just
Yeah, I
make
hope
it
I'll have
look
I hope I'll have the time for that because fucking.
Is it 3 screens minimum?
No, up to
max.
maximum.
Oh, max. Okay, so you can't have a boss.
You could have one of the screens be a boss if you want to make a boss.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just don't make anything too big. It's the equivalent of in Secret Santa, don't have your gift over $50, so other people don't feel inadequate for not making something grand.
Do you have the Google
Yeah,
Forms?
I found it.
There you go. I was gonna
Wait.
There's the Google Forms in the chat. I will post it in the YouTube description and Twitch VOD shit ass that people can. Actually, should I do that? Yeah, I should do that.
And I'll ask IWC to do a announcement at the beginning of November.
Oh yeah. All right, is
I
that all?
got. Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
done.
That's my shilling done.
All right, huge.
I mean, it's not
Secret
really
Santa.
shilling because not selling anything, but
Secret Santa, ladies and gentlemen, for the Fangame community, Poggers. It's going to happen in December 2021. When is it going to be? Like 25th or 26th of December? 24th? I don't know.
Wait, did I have that written down already? 25th.
Oh, it is going to be the 25th. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Huge.
we already have a bunch of people who have signed up. There's already a lot of people, surprisingly, who signed up a while ago. But
Hell yeah. That's really nice.
you know, more can't hurt.
I just got to think about my difficulty.
If I were to go to Secret Santa, I'd do like some easy shit. I can't be sponsored. It's big hard shit. Let's give him like
I think
really
most
sweet
people
thing.
specified like lower difficulty, not. I think one person asked for 90 difficulty.
Yeah. I was gonna say there are gonna be some people that are horny for that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably do like 60 to 70.
All right. Well, I guess that's a wrap, right? That's a wrap. Ladies and gentlemen.
We didn't even go down the iceberg, but I'm okay with that.
No, I think that's fine, Plasma. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I really wanted to know about the last tier of the iceberg.
Oh, that's some random shit that Kale added. He just went through my messages and then we were posting random Google images.
I went through your messages. I was the one.
Oh, was it you? Oh, right, it was you.
Oh
Never
my
mind, yeah.
fucking god, dude.
Why'd you even ask about it? You knew. You just wanted to point it out.
Yeah.
It's fine. Nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know. All right.
They know now. Now it's not bottom of the iceberg anymore.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us in this 12th episode of the official Fangame podcast. So basically like the fucking Game Maker episode. There might be more Game Maker episodes. There's a lot of good fucking makers in the community that I do want to talk to. So these are just like a peek, like a little funny man's. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys next Saturday or Sunday. I don't know, man. We'll see you guys then. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Good podcast.
Thank you for hosting me. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for joining. You guys are fucking behemoths. I love you guys. You guys are great.
I don't know about that one. But
that's weird.
Gee whiz.
You guys are big shots.
Eclipse is. Oh my god. No, Eclipse is the greatest fan game ever made. So definitely big shot.
Woo!
Wink, wink. You just hear the sharp breathing. I don't know how I'll interpret.
Alright, later guys. Woo!
Good night.